Welcome to my channel, the Knowledge Park Institute. Any confusion, one solution for classes 5 to 12 CBSE and IC Board all subject.
Active and passive voice. Definition. Active and passive voice are two different ways of expressing actions performed by subjects in a sentence. In the active voice, the subject performs the action, while in the passive voice, the subject receives the action. Active voice. In active voice sentences, the subject performs the action stated by the verb. It is straightforward and often preferred for its directness and clarity. Example: the cat chased the mouse. Passive voice. In passive voice sentences, the subject receives the action stated by the verb. It is used when the focus is on the action or the receiver of the action rather than the doer. Example: the mouse was chased by the cat. Forming passive voice. Passive voice sentences are formed by 1. Making the object of the active sentence the subject of the passive sentence. 2. Using a form of the verb to be e.g., is, are, was, were followed by the past participle of the main verb. 3. Including the past participle form of the main verb. Examples of active and passive voice. 1. Active voice: the chef prepared the meal. Passive voice: the meal was prepared by the chef. 2. Active voice: she painted the picture. Passive voice: the picture was painted by her. 3. Active voice: they built the house. Passive voice: the house was built by them. Usage. 2. Active voice. Preferred in most cases for its clarity, directness and emphasis on the doer of the action. Common in everyday communication and writing. Passive voice. Used when the doer of the action is unknown, unimportant, or should be emphasized. Common in scientific or technical writing, formal documents, and when the focus is on the result or outcome of the action. When to use passive voice. 1. When the doer of the action is unknown or irrelevant. 2. When the focus is on the recipient or result of the action. 3. In formal or technical writing where objectivity is preferred. 4. To create variety in sentence structure and avoid repetition. When to avoid passive voice. 1. In cases where the doer of the action is important or should be emphasized. 2. In informal writing or conversation where clarity and directness are preferred. 3. In sentences with multiple clauses where passive voice can make the sentence overly complex. Common mistakes with passive voice. 1. Overusing passive voice, which can make writing vague or convoluted. 2. Failing to include the doer of the action, the agent, in passive voice sentences when it is necessary for clarity. 3. Confusing passive voice with past tense forms of verbs.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to comment and subscribe.